Hi guys, today I'm going to refinish our teak dining room table. It's obviously had a little bit of wear over the years. It's been 20 years and so I went online and I'm going to follow their directions. First thing I'm going to do is strip the table. Then after I sand it like it says, and then I'm going to apply teak oil as a stain or filler really. And then I'm going to coat it with a water-based polyurethane gloss. I got a Bare premium fast-drying water-based gloss. They said an oil based one would dry slower and is easier to use, but I'm going to try the water-based one. We put the stripper on yesterday, and after wiping it down and sanding it, I let it dry, the table dry overnight. On the instructions for the stripper, it says to wipe down with something like mineral spirits, which I didn't have, so I went to the store and got it today. So I'm going to wipe down the table with that to get any residue off, and then we're going to apply the teak oil. Now I'm going to wipe it down with a tack cloth and then apply the teak oil. So we let the first coat of teak oil sit for 30 minutes, and now I'm going to wipe it with a cloth rag. It says to sand it between coats because the tongue oil actually causes the wood to swell and you just want to knock it down, but I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. But anyway, we'll give it a light sand, wipe it with a tack cloth, and then put our second coat on. So here's what it looks after that second coat. I don't know if the camera shows it, but there's that white fog there. A little more there. And we'll just have to see how that clears up after it dries in an hour. So we'll check it in an hour. This is the final product before the polishing, which I'll do in 3 or 4 days once the resin hardens. And I did one light sanding on it after we finished to this point, but there's about 4 coats on, and it looks, let's see if you can see it. There's a little few bumps in it like that, but it feels smooth. So yeah, I think if we polish it, we'll call it good. And here's a comparison of the 2 leaves. This leaf in front here, right there, I refinished. And this leaf we hardly used, so it didn't really need to be refinished. But look how darker the original leaf was. That's probably because that used an oil-based polyurethane, and I used a water-based polyurethane. I read that the oil-based has a darker finish when it's done. So that's my guess what the difference is. And again, we'll polish this leaf out too.